All right, so we have slope from a table, special scenarios, video 2. There's one more scenario I want to talk about that's kind of special and different that you might run into that I don't want you to freak out about. So I put my table vertically this time, and just like before, I'm going to find my change in y over my change in x. So let's get started, my change in y. So I look here and I go from -3 to -6. Well, I think -3 minus 3 is -6. And so I'm going to try that here. -6 minus 3. Uh-oh. That's not -12. That would be -9. What's the difference from here to here? -6 to -12. Well, I think I would do -6. -6 minus 6 is -12. So let me write this first one. I think I better keep myself organized. So let's write that -3. Let's do this next one. And this one happened to be -6. All right, well, let's look at this last one. -12 to -21. Well, how do I get from -12 to -21? Would that be -9? -12 minus 9? Well, that's -21. So let me put that one down here. All right, well, that's interesting. Everything up to this point, it's always been the same. So, all right, well, let's go to the change in x. Let's see what we got going on here. So let's look at this first example, this first point here. And I have from 1 to 2. 1 to 2, the change in 1. The change is 1. So my change in x would be 1. All right, does 1 work here? 2 plus 1 is, that's not 4, that's 3. So what's the change from 2 to 4? The change from 2 to 4 is 2. That's not a very good 2. There we go. So the change in x this time with the -6 is 2. And now let's look here. What's the change from 4 to 7? The change there is 3. So the change in x here is 3. Well, geez, do I have 3 different slopes? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and simplify, because remember, you should always simplify your slope when you're done. What is -3 divided by 1? Well, -3 divided by 1 is -3. All right, let's do this one. What's -6 divided by 2? -6 divided by -2 is -3. All right. And last but not least, what's -9 divided by 3? -9 divided by 3 is, well, you got it, -3. So even though every set of pairs I had a different change in y over change of x, every single time it was different, what did I come up with in the end? -3 every single time. So don't let this freak you out. Once you simplify, we get the same answer. So the slope of this table is -3, and that's why it's a special scenario.